Hey all, so today I brought Toybiz first Spider-Man movie of the Tobey Maguire's version of Spider-Man, aka Battle Ravaged Spiderman, which is also a superposable figure. And yes, this design comes from the final battle between this Peter Parker, Tobey Maguire Spider-Man, and Green Goblin in his first movie. So let's get straight to the review. Well, first of all, if you look at his general details and proportion, overall, he looks totally fine to me. You see all the details even from the quite relatively far distance. I know he's kind of loose on my figure, but yes, overall, this guy is really detailed. And yeah, I've seen so many photos before I got this guy, but when I got it in my own hand, it was even more amazing than what I was expecting. So let's have a look at the head first. So yes, a lot of damage, ripped mask, bunch of holes on the lens and the side on his left jawline, somewhere near the jawline. Got a blood on the nose, on top of the lips. Looks amazing, right? Unfortunately, this is an old figure from 2002, so the web lines have a decoloration on my personal copy of the figure, but everything else looks just fine. The head sculpt for the Peter Parker does not really look like Tobey Maguire. However, his suit himself, it is the Tobey Maguire suit, so I don't really mind about the head sculpt. It's still in great detail. It shows all the massive weathering and all from the battle with Green Goblin. You see all the ripped and scars and wounds on his torso, his arms, his thigh, upper legs, lower legs, his abs. He got scars on the back, wounds on the back either, behind the thigh, behind the lower leg. Not much on the boots though. Boots still look kind of new. I'm not sure. I might have to rewatch the movie if any of his part of the boots were ripped or something, but I don't really remember. So yeah, let's have a look in the articulation now. So his head can look up about that much and down that much, so not much of an articulation to up and down. Really not much pivot on the head, and of course he can rotate side to side 360 without any problem. His arm can look up that much due to the sculpting that's blocking, that's limiting his arm articulation. Can look down that much. He got the bicep swivel. He's got the double jointed elbow. Got a wrist hinge over here, and he got the whipping finger articulation, where both hands got different hand sculpt on both sides. You can see. This one got a more of a curvy finger, so when you do the whipping finger on this and this side, it looks different. This is more curvy, right? And yes, he got a wrist swivel, but not on the wrist, a little upper side of the arm. His torso has a crunch, forwards and backwards, not that much. No pivot either, no 360 rotation on the torso, but on the waist, yes, we do have a 360. And apparently you can see it's really loose on my figure. Yeah, he just spins. His legs can look up that much, about 90 degrees, not that much to the back, to the side, quite decent, almost 90 degrees. He's got the thigh rotation, double jointed knees, he's got a boot swivel, he has a feet that's going up downward that much. He's got a toe articulation, which is amazing thing about the Toybiz Spiderman, and he got the ankle pivot, but it's just kind of hard to do it on my figure. So now let's do a bit of the size comparison, but I'm just gonna hold this guy with my hand because this guy's feet and ankle joints are really loose on my figure, so I have to make him steady. So here's the Marvel Legends Tobey Maguire version of Spider-Man. They're actually in exact same height actually, so that's kind of cool. The 2004's Toybiz version of Spider-Man 2. Yeah, this figure is relatively slightly taller than average Marvel Legends 6-inch Spider-Mans. We got Andrew Garfield's Amazing Spider-Man 2 Marvel Legends series right next to him. He's slightly taller. And lastly, we put him next to the Hasbro Spider-Man 3 Sandman. Yeah, so overall, I still do love this guy. If you look all the details again, it's really good. And things, you know, he can stand with his toes on the ground only. That's the best part of when it comes to a Spider-Man articulation. And yeah, he's really decent. And yeah, the price wise, it might be skyrocketing these days, not that much compared to the superposable Toybiz one. However, this guy is still not that cheap, you know, like, but I luckily got it cheap, you know, about $25 ish. But yeah, it was really loose, which was not really mentioned when I was getting it, but I don't really mind about being loose unless nothing is broken and things. So yeah, you know, I just love Toybiz series. The plastic quality is still amazing, even though this figure is really old, and after all this time, from 2002, it's been 22 years now. Holy shit. Anyways, thank you guys for watching, and I will come back with another review, but you know, who knows, might be not Spider-Man series figures next time, can be anything. But anyways, peace.